What's going on, guys? It's your boy John, the Liquidator, coming back with another video. So it looked like Christy side's future could be up in debate after the coaching report was released. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Debate during this whole offseason and pretty much throughout the duration of the regular season about Christy Sides remaining being the head coach of the Indiana Fever basketball team. And I'm here to tell you, I initially thought that judging off Kelly, the new president of the team, she was going to rock out with Christy Sides. I just knew it because she was speaking highly of her. They was kind of liking what she done so far, which she hasn't really done anything terribly bad. She did lead the team to the playoffs, but at the end of the day, just like I keep saying, they got to the playoffs because of who? Caitlin Clark, bro. Now, the whole season turned around because of who? Caitlin Clark, bro. Now, Christy Sides is going to get the credit for all that because she is the coach. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody no fool, bro, because reports is starting to come out of Indiana that allegedly, got to put allegedly on there, that the Indiana Fever is reaching out to Stephanie White about a return to Indy. New York Post released an article yesterday, late last night, stating it all. Let's pull it up right now. Reported that questions surround Christy Sides after Fever coaching report. A new report has raised eyebrows about whether Indiana Fever head coach Christy Sides will return to the team next season. Stephanie White, who coached the Connecticut Sun the past 2 seasons, had her contract expired and is a free agent. And Constable of the Chicago Sun-Times reported that White is in talks with 3 teams about potentially being their head coach: the Chicago Sky, Sun, and the Fever. So, guys, it looked like Kelly and Lynn Dunn could be about to sweep the rug from right up under Christy Sides. Judging off this New York Post report, they let it be known, which Stephanie White team let it be known, that the Indiana Fever is in conversations with her to possibly be the next head coach. So whatever the case may be, they feel like Stephanie White is a much better coach than Christy Sides, which she is, but at the end of the day, I thought everything was cool. I thought they was rocking out with Christy. But judging off this, bro, it's looking real spooky for Christy Sides. And it is what it is, dog. The article goes on to say the report was curious considering that they had previously been no indication that Sides might not be back with the Fever for the 2025 season. Now, that's what I had thought initially, man. I thought Kelly, gave that press conference that, hell, she was going to rock out with Christy throughout the duration of her contract. But the way it's looking, they want Stephanie White back in Indy. Now, the last time they was in the finals, it was when they had Stephanie White. Now, granted, they didn't win, but she did get them there, bro. Now, is stating after a rocky start, Sides appeared from the outside to do an exceptional job with Indiana, finishing the season 20-10 and galvanizing a chemistry with the team as there was a profound amount of national attention on Caitlin Clark rookie's year. The Fever were swept in the first round of the playoffs in a best-of-3 series by a White coach team. The Sun. Sides was hired as the Fever head coach in 2023. White was previously spent a total of 11 seasons with the Fever organization, 5 as a player, 4 as an assistant coach, and 2 as a head coach. There have been changes in the Fever front office already this season as Amber Cox was named general manager and COO, replacing Lynn Dunn, who moved into an adversary role with the team. Cox previously worked for the Wings and Sun, but did not overlap with White in Connecticut. So it looked like she wasn't there when Stephanie White was there. The Sky, who were big rivals with the Fever, in this past season is carry on rivalry with Caitlin Clark had the Chicago rookie Angel Reese dating back to college. That's just talking about the little rivalry, bro. And I believe that is pretty much it, man. So it looked like Stephanie White team has let the cat out the bag that the Indiana Fever is pursuing her. They're looking to possibly get her to be the next head coach of the team, which means that they don't feel 100% about Christy Size being the coach. Now, I had seen reports about this coming out yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I thought it was clickbait until I seen this article right here. That New York Post article killed everybody theory. That let it be known. Stephanie White said, you know what? It's 3 teams that's talking to me. It's the Chicago Sky, it's the Sun, and it's the Fever. If you Christy Size, how do you feel right now? She got to be nervous. She got to be going through some motions in the ocean, bro. Her stomach got to be bubbling real bad because she know if Stephanie, because the ball is in Stephanie White court. I feel like if Stephanie White want to come coach there, which I think she will, who don't want to come coach Caitlin Clark? What, like, who wouldn't want to come coach that? Michael Jordan 2.0, bro. So it's really up to Stephanie White accepting the job. Now, granted, it is a lot to come with coaching Caitlin Clark. That is a lot of publicity, a lot of people watching you. The nation going to be looking at you. Every game going to do 1 million views. Do you think you have what it takes to come down and coach Caitlin Clark? Because at the end of the day, it might not be for everybody, man. Everybody might not be able to go in there and do that. Coach her. With all that being said, some NBA vets and XPA has what they say about Caitlin Clark, pretty much saying that can Caitlin Clark help move the needle with this CBA negotiations, just like MJ did. Let's roll the footage right now.
We all know what a star MJ was, but I argue there might not be a player in history with more influence in CBA talks than Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark. Would you agree with that?
I mean, I think some of it will be whether or not Caitlin takes a role in it, an active role in it. Michael it wasn't always heavily involved, but, when he did decide to get involved, it made a difference. It galvanized players. It, I think to some degree intimidated owners. So it really depends on how Caitlin decides decides not to wield her power. She certainly has a tremendous amount of power, with the fan base that she's, she has following her. So I think she certainly could be that person, but, we'll have to wait and see if she is that person.
Right, because Caitlin, right, has such a huge influence, right, on the growth this past year. And what if she's like, I'm not playing, I'm going to Unrivaled, right, the new startup league?
Yeah. I mean, that would be devastating to the WNBA if she used that sort of leverage. And I think that they would probably, do a lot to avoid that happening.
But you said though, when MJ was in the room, it changed the tenor in the room, you would say, when he was involved.
Absolutely. Yeah. Unlike anybody, I mean, we had a lot of influential players and a lot of players, made very meaningful contributions, but it was really hard it'd be really hard to say that anybody had more of an impact than Michael did at the meetings that he was at.
So basically, they're stating that Caitlin Clark can help move the needle with getting this CBA agreement done, just like MJ did. So right now, we don't know. But it is a crazy time to be in the WNBA as of right now. Guys, get down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bells on because you know what? I'm coming back with another one. And like always, until next time, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out. Shake the haters off.